Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to our monthly independent / creator owned / non-big two IP stream. I am Dom of X, the host of these monthly streams. And I only have one person with me today, unfortunately, because of actually kind of my own part and also the rush for Omar to get to Berlin, but I'm of course joined by my lovely friend, the host of Joe Talks Comics, the man Joe. How are you doing?
Okay, thanks. I'm glad that through all the scheduling difficulties, we still managed to come together and talk about these comics for people.
No, man, no, I can't wait to talk about them, and we are going to zip through them as the day moves on. But just to say a couple of hellos, some people in the chat. Hello, Arya, Deontay Bates. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you, Partworks Comics reader. I would love Conan in epic format, but yeah, epic format or compendium format for Conan. Would you buy Conan if it was in an affordable compendium format, Joe? Like say $40 for like 1,000 pages or something?
I think something like that is definitely tempting because it can be hard for these kinds of things. I understand like committing to like several omnibus if you're not especially familiar with the material, or equally like having to commit to like multiple trade volumes when you only have like a few issues in each volume. So something like nice and thick where you can sample a lot of it in one go would definitely be potentially interesting.
Oh, for sure. I agree. Hey, you know what? I have seen weirder. We get $60 books that have 1,600 pages in them. So, anything is possible. I thank James for all the links down below. We're going to be viewing all of these on cr.com. And of course, you can check out my buddy Joe via all of his social media platforms there. All right, let's go ahead and kick it right off with image if my computer will allow me to, and it should, and it did. The first book that we will talk about, these are hardcovers, and in a library edition hardcover is Blackheart Billy, the 25th anniversary deluxe edition. A $29.99 limited printing to one run only. This is a weird and interesting point, but anyways, it's coming out on the 17th of December at $29.99.
Interesting. Yeah, it seems like a lot of creators involved in this alongside just render.
Storytelling
It's
too,
like
yeah,
good fun.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Good morning, Saturday morning fan. I hope you're doing well. Yes, but yeah, this is apparently like all of the other recommender books. Some of these are, of course, you get the one printing, and that is it. And Billy has to go through a fascist hippie nightmare and beat some along the way. I would not mind reading a story like that. And I'll probably pick it up because it's recommender.
I love
Next,
that last sentence of the solicit there, where there's like a new afterword that Remender probably wrote in a nostalgic delirium. Definitely evocative.
oh my gosh! You know what? We got at some point. If we ever do pick it up, Joe, I will read the afterword before that monthly stream. Remender is listed as an artist on Black Heart Billy. Yeah, indeed he is. Seems like he
Oh
is
yeah.
involved in
Huh.
involved in some way. If it's Remender and an OHC, it's a buy. Do we know when Battle Beast is getting its first trade paperback? I don't believe that's been solicited yet, Joe.
I think just looking up Cooking now, I found something that says November.
Mm-hmm. So it might have been
Which,
November.
which
Yeah.
which sounds about right, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if it's come up in the solicits.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose if
Yeah.
it must have if it's available online, but so hopefully that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I it might be in these solicits, but I don't believe it's been formally cataloged for the direct market yet. So it is a TBD. We'll
right,
probably get it a
yeah.
little bit earlier. Yeah. Super job. Remender started his career as an inker, didn't he? I believe you're right. So
Oh,
he's there. Imagine being a storyteller and an inker at the same time. And then we've got Adventure Man Family Tree Volume 4. I am incredibly behind on this series. But we got the next one, $16.99. Issues 1 through 3, Family Tree, are going to be in this magazine type oversized hardcover.
Yeah, one of those series I've always meant to read and I've just never started, even despite the amazing creative team.
Yeah, same
And
here.
the cool premise.
Same here indeed. And yes, good morning to you. All right, let's move on to the trade paperbacks, the first of which is Blood and Thunder Volume 1. Collecting Blood and Thunder 1 through 6 at $16.99.
Yeah, I haven't had too many people speak about this, but I know a few people that did, and they thought it was fun. So looks like it'll be cool to check out eventually and catch up on.
Well, I mean, Kirkman is, I think, show running it or something like that. So
yeah,
maybe perhaps. Look at that. So Pacifist turned. I have to go KO some people. Okay, I think that's
it's like a cool action read. Yeah,
I think I can get behind that premise. We got Free Planet Volume 1, Aubrey Sirden and Jeff Dougherty. I've watched a couple of interviews online with Aubrey, who's been promoting the heck out of this book, and it sounds fun. For those who might not know, Aubrey Sirden, Sitterson used to be an associate editor for the Avengers line of comics over at Marvel during the Bendis era of New Avengers. So now he is writing he's writing an image book, $16.99, coming out on the 26th of November, collecting the first 6 issues.
Yeah, my favorite thing that I noticed about this book, which I thought was kind of funny, was on the League of Comic Geeks. The first issue was like rated like incredibly negatively. Like you look at the rating, it's like really low. But then the rating for the second issue is more like reasonable. It's more positive because I think like a lot of people got turned off by the first issue and it wasn't for them. But then the people that stuck around for the second issue, were the people that actually like enjoyed it and wanted to keep reading it. So I just thought that was interesting. Sometimes it's one of those things where it's not going to be for everyone, but it's going to be for some people and they're going to really enjoy it. Very, very dense, but in a really fascinating way. I read the first issue, but I need to read more.
Okay, well, I'm behind it. I think sometimes like you just aren't hooked on by the premise. Sometimes there's something that isn't revealed, or something that just doesn't work for you for that first issue. But as you read more, you turn into like, oh wait, there's something behind the first issue that they were waiting on or something. I think that's just part of, like, if you're a trade waiter, I don't know if you would have probably had an issue, right? Because you're getting all those first 6 issues collected.
Yeah, I think the world building and space opera comparisons of Dune are quite apt.
All right, so yeah, if you want Dune, as Joe says, pick up Free Planet Volume 1. We've got Gehenna Naked Aggression, collecting issues 1 through 4 of the series. $16.99.
Cool.
Next up, we got Lost Fantasy Volume 1 by Kurt Pyers and Luca Casalanguida, collecting issues 1 through 4 of Lost Fantasy. It's $16.99.
Yeah, Kurt Pyers seems to be one of those writers that's going onto the radar. And to be fair, I haven't checked out much of his work myself yet, but I've heard good things.
It kind of the art style kind of reminds me of Mahmoud Asrar's in a way.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
So yeah, it might be a eventual read for me at some point. We've also got Tech Jacket Compendium 1. I remember this got a press release a couple of weeks ago, if my mind serves correctly. But this is coming out on the 19th of November at $39.99, collecting Tech Jacket 1 through 8, Digital 1 through 3, and the 2014 series 1 through 12. Zach Thompson is the main character, not to be confused with the Zach Thompson, the writer. But yes, if as seen on TV.
Yeah, Invincible is one of those like comic universes where like I really enjoyed the main series. I just never dived into any of the spin-offs, even with these like new compendiums and things coming up. But maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I think I'm the same way here.
I've probably said that on previous streams, to be honest, but yeah.
Oh no, I mean, I think that's valid. It's true
Yeah.
until we actually go out and read.
Yeah, like when
besides.
Wolfman was solicited or whatever.
The Astounding Wolfman. Who would have known? We've got Under York by Sylvain Runberg and Mirka Andolfo. I have never heard of this before, but this is $16.99, coming out on the 26th of November.
Nice. Interesting to see Mirka Andolfo drawing something that she's not writing.
She's been writing like a whole bunch of series. This one she isn't. Interesting. All right. This takes place in Manhattan. Okay. Underground type of story drawn. Okay. I think I can take that. We're taking everyone down with us. Another epic Rosenberg title, collecting the 6-issue series, 1999, 26th of November.
Yeah, this is one I've been excited to read when it's all connected. I really enjoy like Matthew Rosenberg's work, especially like Walk into a Bank and What's the Furthest Place from Here, and all these long titles. So seems like a very sort of like quirky, another quirky title for me, especially with that like art style. But there's like different perspective on this like James Bond kind of story about like the daughter of the mad scientist. Yeah.
And I love the trade dress design on the top. It's nice.
It's very recognizable and stands out.
Oh, for sure. Fear Monarch might have to slurp it up with the spin-offs. I'll slurp up all these spin-offs. They aren't as good as the main series, but what could be, as they so happen. We've also got Anzuelo by Emma Rios, a sweeping magical realist coming-of-age story set after the apocalypse. It's a nice cover.
Yeah, one of those series that just looks so beautiful, and it's like you just mean to pick it up, but there's just so much that you don't get to it. But yeah, I definitely need to.
Indeed, I love watercolors on anything, and yeah, I mean this looks absolutely fantastic. I'll read it eventually. I don't know when, but it looks great.
So I think that's a paperback version of the hardcover, so that's good.
Which is nice. So you get an option to pick, hey, do I want a hardcover? Do I want to trade paperback? Well, we got the new printing of Bad Weekend, of course, by the legendary creative duo of Phillips and Brubaker. This is the 9th story in the Criminal series. And this is the cover. Chandasuk, I agree with you. I am a fan of water in general. We've got a couple of other trade paperbacks. The first of which is the Joshua Williamson and Andrea Milana G.I. Joe current series that my friend swears by is the best thing that Williamson has written. Coming out on the 5th of November, $16.99.
Nice, yeah, it seems to be going steadily along.
Indeed. And there's a main cover, DM cover here on the second. So if you guys want to flip through that. Next goes for G.I. Joe Real American Hero Volume 4. This time it is, the Larry Hama brand new Skybound series. We are on 316 to 320, which is crazy to think about. Here is the main cover. And here's the DM cover.
Nice, yeah, four volumes into the Skybound era. Yeah, the same title.
Yes, indeed. Geiger Volume 4 as well, with Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, the same creators who have been on this for the last 4 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's 4 years, man. $16.99, November 19th, collecting issues 10 through 15 of Geiger.
Yeah, it's interesting to see with these like universes like within the John and Ghost Machine, because they've been going for like a couple of years now, when there was like the initial explosion, and now they've sort of like settled down, and we're actually starting to get like properly into them, and so it's interesting to see where they're all going.
Yep. have them peter out, and also just see like how long Geiger will last for, and how long until Johns and Frank want to do something else in their own universe. Razor Ramen. It is over 100 degrees here in Northern California. I watched. I saw that there was something like there's a heat wave going on in multiple spots for Labor Day weekend. Happy Labor Day to all of you, by the way, who are watching. We've got Golden Rage Volume 2 by Chrissy Williams and Laura Knight. Mother Knows Best, collecting the 5-issue limited series, $16.99 as well.
Nice. Yeah.
Deadly cover.
Yeah, cool cover. Another one I've heard good things about.
Mm-hmm. Invincible Volume 12, brand new edition at $14.99. These are, of course, the digest size Invincible books, collecting 66 through 70, and Invincible Returns #1.
Yeah, awesome fun series as always, and definitely always nice to see them continuing to put these out all the way through, or at least as far as they have so far.
I agree. And I mean, we're 12 in. We got to get a couple more and we'll be finished. We got Carmen by Gilliam March. If you are interested in Gotham City Sirens and Batman artist, Gilliam March doing another independent series. This collects issues 1 through 5 at $16.99. We also got Lady Mechanical LaBelle, Dame Sans Mercy, Volume 5, a book for Jess, $11.99, coming out on the 26th of November. We've also got the 10th volume of Monstrous, Marjorie Luyus and Takeda, collecting issues 55 through 60, $16.99, coming out on the 19th of November.
Nice.
And yes, Joe, this is the one I know that you definitely have vied for, which is Knights Volume 3 by Wyatt Kennedy and Luigi Formisano, collecting 13 through 18, 26th of November.
Yeah, this series rocks, and it's one of those series that really illustrates the importance of like supporting your like favorite books, because they had some delays and had to actually like open a Patreon to be able to continue funding and making the book. So it just really stresses that just how dire things can be, even for like a seemingly like popular like image like indie terms, but it doesn't necessarily translate to financial success. So yeah, you have to really get behind your favorite books, especially from like non big two publishers, even from Image. For
sure. And Geiger will get another one. I have no doubt about that. And yeah, Carmen is heartbreaking. It is such a good read. Okay, I might have to check it out at some point. All right, we've also got Redcoat Volume 2, collecting issues 8 through 14. So it's interesting that they're doing 7-issue collections for these, $16.99, coming out on the 5th of November.
I tried the first issue of this back when it came out, and I didn't quite vibe with it, but I always feel like I need to give it another chance someday.
I need to catch up on the series. I will get to it at some point. It's the weirdest one because it's a British soldier stuck in the Revolutionary War period and going through weird American history jumps. But alas, I'll give it whenever it gets a deluxe. I'll reread it then. We got Transformers Volume 4, which is the last Daniel Warren Johnson. Johnson beat, $16.99, collecting issues 19 through 24, and a story from Energon Universe Special 2025.
Yeah, I've still only read the first volume of this, but it'll be good to read like the whole Daniel Warren Johnson run like all in one go.
I would love a library edition of his run at some point. Next we've got Void Rivals, and this is the last of these issues and series. Collecting issues. We actually don't know what this is collecting, but this is Volume 4, and this is at $16.99. I am just more so surprised that we have continued the Void Rivals here at this trend.
Yeah, it's hard to know what people think of these series as they go on, because less and less people talk about them. But I enjoyed the first volume for what it was, and so I'll be curious to see where it goes when they catch up.
Oh, for sure. And Joe, if you could read this segment as I step away for at least 30 seconds to tell people where they can get a copy of Void Rivals Volume 4 in Canada.
This segment of the video is sponsored by BD Cosmos, the Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec, and their website, bdcosmos.com, offers 25% off your orders of $99 or more, free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order $250 or more, and their shipping care is exceptional. Your books will stay cozy through the rough Canadian weather and arrive to you in near mint condition. BD Cosmos, your Canadian leader in comics and graphic novels, or whatever it was, eh? Yeah, I definitely agree with Fairmont saying about needing more hardcover volumes of these. Hopefully, they'll. I think the G.I. Joe is getting a second volume with not the main series, but like collecting Scarlet and Destro after the first one collected. I think it was Cobra Commander and Duke. So definitely good to see those move on. And it's just, yeah, I remember being like really tempted by the Transformers hardcover in particular, but I've managed to hold off so far. We'll see how long that lasts. Part what's comment reader read volume 3 of Transformers in the ruins of York Abbey. Sounds dramatic.
No, no, yeah. See, that's right, Josh. That's right. You let them know. Anyways, before I so rudely walked in, let's go ahead and move on to the next set of bookies, which is indeed from Dark Horse. The first of which is Arcbound Volume 1. I know a couple of the issues have been delayed, but we have gotten Volume 1 right here nonetheless, coming out on the 20th of January of next year, issues 1 through 6.
Nice, yeah. I always think that cover's really cool, but I literally heard like almost nothing about the actual story itself, so
yeah,
maybe want to try for myself.
Yeah, it looks like a Tom Hardy movie pitch, but with Scott Snyder. No one's saying no to that. I Am Their Silence is an original graphic novel hardcover. Comes a mystery I think we've had this previously pushed out,
Yeah,
but it got
maybe it's
resolicited.
or it's a format change. I mean, it mentions Always Never by the same cartoonist, which was just incredible from a few years ago. It was like a love story told in reverse, and so I'm very excited for the follow-up book.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. We've got Old Boy Deluxe Edition, Book 1 by Garon Tushiya and Nobuaki Minagishi. Got a deluxe manga at $69.99, 848 pages. This is going to be big. It's also got a metallic silver foil paper with a ribbon bookmark, and also for mature audiences. Old Boy volumes 1 through 4.
Nice. They're continuing to put out some nice deluxe manga.
Yes, indeed. Next up, we got the Prodigy Library Edition. Raphael Albuquerque is on this one, collecting all 3 volumes of the Prodigy trilogy and featuring art by some of the greatest in modern comics.
Self-proclaimed the best character he's ever created, Mark Miller says.
Indiana Jones, Tony Stark, Sherlock Holmes, and James Bond all into one sounds like a lot of trouble. All right.
Indeed.
James, I have been talking about manga on these streams, these independent collected streams, for the longest time. and I'm just reading the. It's been out of print for decades. That's
Listen,
actually
I've read
yeah.
My Hero Academia, some of it.
Yeah, there's some. You'll take that. Uh, that's a webhead question, not me, Razor. So, all right, trade paperbacks. We got Abaddon. This is another manga. 14.99, 232 pages. We got a murder victim's life in this crime suspense drama manga.
Damn, cover.
Okay, mature audiences as well.
Cool.
Creepy Archives, Volume 12, double-sized volumes. Continuing on the double-sized line for these archives at 60 to 64, issue 66 to 68, and the cover for 65 of Creepy.
Have you ever dived into these sorts of things, these sorts of comics? I know obviously Taylor is a massive promoter of these kinds of horror volumes, but
Omar gives me some of his extra copies when he sends care packages every now and then.
right, yeah,
They're not bad. They're not bad comics. When he gets on, the next time, I need to tell him, how much I enjoyed these. So yeah,
cool.
yeah. Josh, I don't know if you read. Says November previews, and you talk about all of these books because they're publishing comics. Anyways, we got Ghostbusters Volume 2, Dead Man's Chest by David M. Bohr, Chris Peter. Dead Man's Chest issues 1 through 4 are collected in here.
Yeah, I think still set between the last couple of movies. I read the first volume from this team last year, and it was solid. So I haven't read the second one yet, but sure, it was similar quality.
Okay, I have to check it out at some point then. How about any idea about how many Old Boy Deluxe volumes there will be in total? That's actually a good question. So if they collect 4, I would anticipate 2. 2 of them should be out, Rahul. Next we do have oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna comment on that.
What a profile picture.
Indeed. Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service, Book 6 Omnibus by Eiji Otsuka and Husi Yamazaki, collecting all 9 bizarre stories in Book 6 of this omnibus edition. It's good. I always praise these books designs. I really, really do like the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery books, like just overall.
Yeah, it's a lot packed in there.
Oh, man. I mean, it's the closest I'll ever get to buying manga. My younger brother is now reading a lot of manga, and I feel weird and left behind. Los Monstros by James Robinson and Jesus Marino. Okay, so some 2000s, 1990s, 2000s DC creators here. Monsters and Mobsters in this 4-issue series in 1999, 120 pages.
Yeah, cool.
We got a poster collection for Joe's favorite video game, Marvel Rival. $29.99, 42 pages. Heart of Cobblestone from Minecraft. You're a big Minecraft fan, $10.99. Continuing on, we got Hyperspace Stories for Star Wars. This time we've got General Grievous, $19.99.
Hell yeah. Ever since like I was young, like even just knowing like so little about Star Wars, I was always like, that is like the coolest character that you've ever seen.
Yeah, indeed. And I loved him in the Clone Wars TV show. It's my favorite General Grievous. Dom, do you still play Marvel Rivals? I got back into it with season 3 because I saw that they had a brand new Jean Grey skin that you could only win. So I still do play. Tramps of the Apocalypse. This looks like a. Oh
wow.
Okay. Issues 1 to 3, 1999, coming out on the 6th of January.
That's a lot of adjectives in that second paragraph.
Yeah, I am not going to read those in the stream for not wanting to be demonetized. And then last for these trade paperbacks, we got Vampire Hunter The Omnibus Book 10, $24.99, 720 pages.
Cool. And also to respond to Razor Ramen, I am indifferent about Marvel Rivals. I just don't really play video games. So
Joe's built different, which I respect. And that does take us to the end of a Dark Horse.
yeah, I used to play some games, but then I just got like into comics just completely, and they fell to the wayside as they do.
Video games are expensive, Joe. Don't get into it. You're already steeped into video games, unless you can afford them.
I don't need to buy overpriced games. I've only busy spending on my money on overpriced comics.
He gets it. He absolutely gets it. But yes, we're gonna be moving on to Boom. First of these books is Mouse Guard: Dawn of the Black Axe in a comic strip / widescreen type format at $24.99, 96 pages, collecting issues 1 through 3.
Yeah, it seems like another one of those sort of like underrated beloved classics that I occasionally hear about that I should go back and check out.
I probably should at some point too. Trade paperbacks, we got Dune, Dark Horse. Gosh, I said Dark Horse. House Harkonnen, 1999, 112 pages. The prequel, continuing, of course, of Dune. I still have yet to read all of these.
Yeah, more to keep you going until the next movie, I suppose.
Yes, indeed. We got the Pink Power Ranger. We got the Pink Ranger in a trade paperback, $24.99. It's a nice cover by Jenny Frison.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I always love Jenny Frison's cover art. We've got Smooth Criminals, issues 1 through 8, $19.99, 224 pages.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
I do enjoy heist stories.
I do indeed. They are fun. And then last for the list, we got When I Lay My Vengeance Upon Thee. Okay, pulling out the old English vernacular. $19.99, collecting the 5-issue series.
Nice, yeah. Another long title, always fun.
Indeed. And that takes us to the end of Boom. Next up, we do have IDW. A short list. We got Rose Wolves Book 2 Out of the Blue, $14.99, 152 pages.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, feel like the beauty of the wood. Yeah, feel like I like that color palette too.
Yeah.
Very muted. Okay.
Very emotional.
Canadian graphic novelist. Matt, do you think Jess will like this book considering how much he hates Canada? That's a joke, by the way, for anybody who is watching. Trade paperbacks. We got Farm System Book 2 Rage by Rich Kozlowski. 1999. And this person wants to be the next president of the United States, apparently.
Definitely skimming that solicitation definitely looks like something wild.
It does. No connotations here. All right. Next, we got the Godzilla Library collections. These are the complete collection type trade paperback books from the households at IDW. Chris Mowry, Matt Frank, and Jeff Zorno at $29.99, 312 pages. Issues
nice,
13. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about at the beginning about like a comprehensive, more epic like collection for Conan, so it's been cool to see that kind of thing for Godzilla. I need to actually pick some of these up.
I probably should too. Yeah, I have only read the ones with James Herron. Like if he's doing something Godzilla, I know like Ultra Mega is kind of very much like kaiju in the same way that Godzilla is, and yeah, I'm way behind on some of these. I probably should get to them at some point, especially to that like Marvel seems like they're using the IP quite a bit with their Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe books and the reprint of the original Marvel comics for Godzilla and whatnot.
I've read a couple of the Godzilla Marvel one shots, and those were fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh my gosh. That's there you go. Good job, Matt. We gotta promote our boy Josh's uh why am I forgetting the word Kickstarter? Wherever we can.
Yeah.
IDW better make some big old library editions like the previous TMNT run to match once the run's gone on for a bit and the minis wrapped up. Yeah, they should at some point. Next we got volume 20 of Sonic. Can't believe we're through 20 volumes of Sonic.
Yeah.
$16.99. Collecting issues 76 through 78 in the 2024 annual.
Yeah, again, I might have said this before, but I enjoyed the first dozen issues, so I'm hoping to just binge this at some point when I feel like it, when it comes up on my read list.
Well, for sure. Next up, we do have Sonic Prime, Volume 2, $9.99, 144 pages. Adapting
Right.
episodes 3, 4, and 5 of the Netflix series. I've
That's
watched
interesting.
Yeah. I've watched all of Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom is still my favorite modern Sonic show because I think it's funny and I really like the slice of life that they do in that show while also giving characters a lot of really good vibes and good one-off stories. I watched the first 2 episodes of Prime and never got back into it, but I probably should at some point. Good evening, Munin. We think that they should be highlighted too. I know that a lot of the people here obviously come for the Marvels and DC, as everybody, but some of these guys, they make a lot of awesome books on away from the big 2 superhero IPs, and I think they should be highlighted. Yeah, I love Sonic Boom. Who doesn't love Sonic Boom? We also got a couple of Turtles bookies, the first of which is the original motion picture special edition, the 35th anniversary edition of the 1990 TMNT. Has it been that long? Holy moly. Yo, man, I'm getting old. 1999, 136 pages for that movie adaptation. And then we got Saturday Morning Adventures, issues 17 through 20, collected in volume 6 at $16.99.
Yeah, nice to see them really getting into these volumes as well.
Yeah, same here. Some people still got the 90s Turtles movie book. We've also got When There's Smoke, There's Dinner. Confessions of a Cartoonist Cook in 1999. Okay. You know what? This looks cute. Oh my gosh. You gotta burn a book or burn your food.
Can appreciate, that cover and everything.
Awesome, dude. Hey, Josh, 100%. 100%. I have my brother grew up with the Nickelodeon show that came out a couple of years ago. I have not watched it. If I can get all of my tabs right, we can move over to Titan. We got a couple of Conan Omnis, the first 2 of which are Savage Sword 11 and Conan Volume 7. So for the first Omni, it's $125, collecting issues 172 to 194, and annuals 10 through 11 of Conan. Here is the main cover, and here is the variant cover. And then on the bottom hand, we do have the Savage Sword of Conan Omnibus Volume 11, collecting 146 to 158, and the Skull of Set graphic novel and Marvel graphic novel 53.
Nice. So always cool to see those like painted covers for the Savage Sword.
Oh, for sure. They are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, because our section of Library Turtles trades do really well with checkouts, as they should, honestly. Like they are geared for sure for that audience. Pre-ordered the Last Run box set. I hope you enjoy it. Have you read Last Ronin, Joe?
No, well, actually, I think I read the first issue when it came out because it was just causing such a buzz. But then I never actually went back and read the rest. But my boyfriend really enjoyed it,
Hmm.
so definitely need to go back and read the series and the prequels and the sequels and all of that.
I might have to get it at some point. We also got a couple of other big books coming out. The first of which is a complete omnibus of Blade Runner 2039, collecting everything that Mike Johnson and Andres. Could you say it, Joe? What is the artist's name for the Blade Runner 2039 series?
Let's see, and Andreas Ginaldo.
Okay, perfect. Guinaldo, with Alan Qua on the covers.
Yeah, I know. Me and Taylor keep saying that we're excited for these when, because we love Blade Runner. So it'll be interesting to see what these kinds of books look like when they come out.
Yes, indeed. I actually started reading those not too long ago, Matt, for some stuff that they sent, and I don't know if I would get them on my own volition, but they are really well done. Savage 11 has never been printed before. Look at you. Titan is dope. For doing these first 40 years of Marvel's Venom.
Huh.
I guess it has been that long since but oh my gosh. Telling you, man, get old seeing this. And then if you want to get an insider presents of The Force Awakens, did you like that movie when it came out, Joe?
The Force Awakens. I didn't see it when it came out, but I saw it like a couple of years later, and I quite enjoyed it. And I actually rewatched it when I did like a Star Wars watch through a few months ago, and I just think it's a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure. I know I had a lot of fun when I watched it on opening day. The theater was packed. Everybody was there. We all wanted to see it. And there were some gasps. I will just say that.
I bet,
Although
yeah.
my cousin spoiled me because he watched his screening was with a select screening because of his family's workplace or whatever. So he got to see it like 3 days before the actual opening day. And he spoiled the entire movie for me on call a day beforehand.
Oh my god.
So, would you know? Look at that, Joe. Have you read Cyberpunk from Dark Horse?
No, but it's always been tempting to because it seems like that sort of genre that I would enjoy, but I've never actually dived into it.
We'll have to get him in at some point. It seems. All right, Peanuts, Charlie Brown and Snoopy. I love that they're reprinting Peanuts.
Yeah.
20th book in the series. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of Schroeder playing the piano. Gamera Rebirth, code Thyrosos. How do you say that, Joe? How do you say that?
Yeah, I don't know. Thyrosos.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Well, we'll allow those two because obviously some words in the English language have more than one pronunciation that is valid. So we'll go with that. 12.99.
Oh, that's definitely a title next.
All right, I'm not reading the title, but this is 12.99 if you are interested, and if you are interested in seeing Omar talk about it on the upcoming collected editions, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell for all of these. Sanda Volume 2 by Peru Itagaki, now an anime adaptation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, these are all manga. No regular trades from Titan at this point. We got Kamen Rider Kuga, Volume 11, 12.99. My younger brother really likes the series, and I think he would like this as well. But if you are interested in Kamen Rider, be sure to get that. And if you are interested in getting these Titan omnibuses, actually, you know what, Joe? No, I'm gonna let you segue us into the next into the next volume, if we may.
So, yes, if you live in Europe and you're interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, then you should definitely check out Wart's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, bulletproof packaging, and all emails will be answered within 24 hours. They also offer a superb selection of new titles and out of print books. Just head over to Walt's Comic Shop for great deals and more. Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for comics and collected editions in Europe. Ting!
Yes! He said it! Let's go! Yes, indeed. You can get your Titan comics over there. Just let them know we sent you, and we'll happily be on our way. I think where we're going to go next, man, this is the Taylor section. I wish you were here. I really do. But I don't think we have many to talk about here, so we'll speed through it. We got Dog Tangle, which is apparently hosted in Taco Bell, in the bland corporate environment of of Business Park. Okay, you know what? That's a pitch. I actually might read that. 1999 for this one. Hey, look at you, Joe. We got support.
I got both the A and the Ting.
Yes, indeed. Shadows of the Sea by Kathy Malkasian, $24.99. We got a Spitfire Woman and Stanwyck, a shy and sensitive dog. So this is like, is this Courage the Cowardly Dog? How does it work?
Huh.
Okay. Works for me. Lost Marvels. Omar did an overview of this one. I don't think we've had a follow-up on it yet, but $65 for this one. Michael Golden and Archie Goodwin, John Severin. Those are not bad names to list. Yeah, we got the NAM too. So if you're, this might be your shot, guys. If you don't get the NAM 80s Omni, get Lost Marvels Volume 3. We're also going to go through Prince Valiant, the gift box set, set to defend the borders against invading homelands. So this one has beautiful color illustrations as well from 1930 to 31.
Huh.
All set in the Middle East too. Interesting. Cloven Volume 3 by Garth Stein and Matthew Southworth, $29.99.
Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about this, but I love that cover.
I do too. Reminds me of the anarchy symbol of DC.
Yeah, a sci-fi series.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Maybe another one to check out then.
For sure. Yeah, Lost Volume 2 just came out. The one was for Volume 3. We are a cult and we require it. We got the EC Artist slipcase. Oh, I love slipcases. I like that slipcase concept cover. Wallace Wood or Wally Wood, Al Feldson, Harvey Kurtzman, Johnny Craig. Oh, not bad names. $120 for this one.
Cool, yeah.
Trade paperbacks, Comfortless. This book makes no claims to scientific validity and is no way intended for informational purposes. Oh my goodness! All right. Well, there's a quote to start off. We got a relationship. Seems like a drama from the cover that won't load, and also from we got a cover set with COVID. Okay, that's crazy.
That's something, isn't it?
It definitely is. Lovers and Haters, a Love and Rockets book, of course, by Gilbert Hernandez. The first story collection in the Palomar saga takes us after events of 2010's High Sophilus. Yeah, it does read like an X. I've seen some pages of Love and Rockets because of my comic book shop manager back a couple years ago, and I will definitely say it is. I can attest to the last page or last sentence. And then last on this list is Turn Loose Our Death Rays and Kill Them All, the complete works of Fletcher Hanks. All of this is in here for $44.99. Does the book contain actual COVID? I hope not, for everybody's sake. Joe, you need to read Love and Rockets at some point.
I know.
I'm just glad you're here for the party, Ernesto. And I think we're also, I mean, we're gonna be finished soon at some point. He's only got a couple more publishers, and they're not that big. Turn Loose is Taylor's pick. Turn Loose is also my pick. Yeah, I guess everybody wants Turn Loose. You got to have the Two Face. Let's go on the vault. This is for still for November. The first of which is a compact edition of Money Shot.
Yeah, I know I saw some people commenting that it was an interesting choice, but I suppose like DC's compact comics aren't all like all ages comics, so
Everybody loves every single person that I have talked to has said that compact editions have been incredibly positive in one way or another. So from the stuff that I've seen, I think Jaime is my pick from those two. Again, a very, very small sample size, Razor Ramen. And then they're also doing a compact edition of the Savage Shores. I really want this on hardcover.
Yeah, another one of those series that I just really need to read, because I've just read like some of Ram V's like DC work and maybe a couple of things of his indie works, but it's one of those like big gaps that I haven't got to yet.
Oh, for sure. And then we've got Witchblood, The Hounds of Love, $14.99. Clicking 1 through 10. Yeah, they're all compact.
Yeah, I always love how vibrant that cover is, and it's always maybe you want to read it, but again, it's so much to read.
So much to read, so little time. And that is all we do have for Vault. We're going to move on to Mad Cave, which we have 2 hardcovers. Actually, this should not be a hardcover, so we're going to skip the craft book. Flash Gordon by Jeremy Adams is at $29.99, collecting issues 1 through 5 of the 2024 run. I've heard nothing but good things about this series, and I'll eventually read it at some point.
Yeah, it's cool to see other companies getting into like deluxe editions and these kinds of things, especially when they weren't doing them before.
Oh, for sure. They should be the same as DC's. It's 5.5 by like 8.5 inches, Razor. One hand and 6 fingers from Ron V and Dan Waters was great. Yes, that's what it was. We've also got Sunder, Volume 1, Small Beginnings by Pierre Alexandre Com. No, you say, be my guest, Joe.
Gosh. Pierre Alexandre Comtois?
Okay.
I'm assuming, maybe. I don't know.
Comtois. It's better than Comtos. It makes me feel like I'm saying Comtos.
Yeah. Assume it's not come twice.
Come twice. Flash. Moving on, trade paperbacks. We got A Little Step by Mimi Zeto, $10.99. A Foreign Art University. Oh, that's cute art, actually.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Feels
very
very
pretty.
I like it. A Buzz by Amy Chase and Stella D at $14.99. The rom-com Much Ado About Nothing gets a modern update with an LGBTQ cast. Okay. This actually looks like fun. I'd read this. Got an Outcast DJ. So if you want school drama. Buried Now Long Ago by Alex Cormack and Anthony Cleveland. Based on true events.
Yeah, Alex Cormack's artwork is awesome, very like gritty and very rich colors.
Yeah, for sure. Endless Night. This is not the trade paper, or this is not the cover for it, but it's by Mark London and Tom Derenick. It's $17.99. Axel Black, an obsessive tech billionaire, the head of Sinister Order of 9, sends his operatives to Exit City. Whoo! Time is running out. Ghost Box Volume 1 by Mike Carey and Pablo Raimondi, $19.99. Omar did an interview with Mike Carey not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago. This is one of the new books he's publishing out. Yeah.
Yeah, another really cool cover.
Yeah, I like it. I like those lines coming out from the box and being like wind wisps. That's nice.
Yeah.
2 books here. We got Naraka Warrior Volume 1 by Jerry Cho and Albert Ning at $10.99. And then we got Socrates by Francesco Barilli and Alessandro Kiski. Yeah, Rangiaski, I think is how you say it. Oh, yeah, Socrates. I've learned him in 2 different humanities courses. Quite interestingly enough, and that takes us to the end. Vault. And then we got Oni Press being the last of the books that we are talking about. The first one of which is Benjamin hardcover with a cover by Christian Ward and Leo Max. I love Leo Max.
Oh yeah, gorgeous cover as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Huh. Okay. The Man They Couldn't Erase, Karp pushed the boundaries of literacy respectability for the sci-fi genre until decades of amphetamine abuse and Southern California excess finally ended a mind-bending career until 2025. So this is a modern tale, although it's 2026 when it's releasing. Oh my gosh. All right. Who is Benjamin? That is a great question. You can only find out on the 11th of March of next year. We got Cave Grave, Wild West Tales by Sean Kuruneru, $29.99. Thank you, Josh, for the link. James is not here. Frankie and the Curious Cocoon Quest by Caitlin Rose Boyle. This is a fairy adventure.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks like fun.
Mm-hmm. Metamorphosis. We've got Butterfly Allegories. Okay. MFKZ Revelations Volume 3. Based on the Netflix film of the same name. This is the inevitable third war heading in. So if you are an MFKZ fan, pick it up. If you're a Rick and Morty fan, we got the 10th anniversary omnibus of Volume 5.
Oh, nice.
Collecting Ever After, Ghost to Hell, Go to Hell, Worlds Apart, and Corporate Assets. Rick and Morty presents Jaguar #1, Death Stalker is #1, and the supersize and referential Rick and Morty issue 100. All right, let's go on to trade paperbacks. The first of which is Banana Ciola, Volume 1, Helena, 1999. This looks like another school drama. Got Dark Regards by Dave Hill and Artem Topilin, collecting the 4-issue series, 1999. EC Blood Type. Okay, this is where Andrea Sorrentino's been.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've not heard his name pop up in a while. Collecting epitaphs from the Abyss #3 and Blood Type 1 through 4. We've got Ogrist Volume 2 by Mig, 1999. Cave and Grave got me with the cover. Send the video game works of Wakfu on and in the animated series on Netflix. We've got another compact edition with ain't nothing to frick with. That's interesting. Everybody's doing compacts now. All right, well, good for them. Good for them indeed.
Everyone getting in on it.
Yes, indeed. Issues 6, 56 through 60, Rick in a Box, and Meeseeks 1 through 4.
Yeah.
We got Skull Kickers Volume 2, compact edition to round it out with Jim Zub, the current scribe of Conan, and Edwin Huang, $17.99. And it collects issues 12 through 23 of glorious skull kicking action. And if you are interested in getting Skull Kickers Volume 2, in compact edition, you can check out our American sponsor here, cheapgraphicnovels.com, where you will be able to get free shipping on your next order. If you're a first-time buyer, just mention us at checkout, and we will get you that next thing. And that rounds us out for these solicitations. I know that it has been a very awkward week for scheduling and even worse on my part, but I want to thank Joe for being so kind and generous as to his time to be able to hang out with me on this morning. I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you for joining.
No worries. Hopefully, it was a nice, brisk, fun power hour for everyone.
I do too, and hopefully you are enjoying this heat-filled Labor Day, because I know it's a heat-filled, at least for me. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to the chat for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Bip Bam Pow Pagiani. Josh, hope hope we see more of these as well. And yes, please stay safe, guys, and have a great day wherever you are.
Thanks.